Alright, so on this episode of Static, we're going to be talking about finding a tribe, finding like-minded individuals. So first off, you gotta kind of like say, like, what's your tribe? What are you trying to do? Like, are you a prepper? Are you trying to find your prepping community? You just kind of like, you just like go on the range with guys? You like guns? Or you trying to do like more of like your survival group? Like, shit hits the fan. Like, these are the boys you're gonna meet up with. This is where your family's gonna go. Like, this is your community. Or you just trying to look for like friends with similar interests that you can trust and rely on. So where can you find these people? From my personal experience, Facebook has been a good one, but there's like Instagram, Reddit, work. You can find people. Most people from work, though, from what I've noticed, kind of just turn out to be work friends, and you don't really do anything without them outside of work. And they don't come to your house. You don't go to their house. They don't really meet your family, and all they know about you is really what you tell them at work. And places you frequent. That can be bars, clubs, churches, events that you go to that you see the same people at, be a SHOT show, outdoor shows, gun shows, or like protests or whatever. From my personal experience, Facebook's been pretty good. There's been a number of groups that I've used to go out on and was able to find people. I know, like, there's a group called the Congregation on Facebook. It's a great group if you're into like tactical gear and guns and like medical stuff, like preparedness, and you can make a post looking for people in there, like in your area, people who live near you. And then you also got like a Goon operational group. I think they're now called Operational Industries. They make Find Your Tribe groups, and people post their locations. And then, the T-Rex Arms community page on Facebook. That's another place I know that people find group members and like-minded individuals on. I mean, you just gotta remember, it's kind of like a dating thing. So sometimes you gotta put yourself out there. You can't just stay in your mom's basement and keep to yourself, because doing that, you'll never meet anybody. You'll never make friends, especially as an adult, when you're not going to school anymore, and the only place you really go is work, or you work from home now, and you don't meet anyone, so your social life becomes dead, and your only interactions are with your wife, your girlfriend, or your parents, or your siblings. So definitely check out, meet people at your church, meet people at your, like, the bar that you go to or something, or or clubs, or the ranges that you have memberships at. Like, introduce yourself to some guy that you see with some cool gear, or kit, or guns or something, and talk about it. Ask him questions about his thing. And then it's a little weird, especially as a guy, at least for me, it feels a little weird talking to other guys, and then like be like, hey, can I get your number so maybe we can hang out sometime later on. It feels a little weird. So just doing that can take you a long ways and helping you make friends. You gotta kind of get over that social anxiety with that. And then what are you gonna do? Like when you meet these people, like a lot of people I like to start out with is just kind of like go to the range, because a lot of people just like go shooting with them, kind of get that basis. I forgot to mention also another one is friends of friends. Like, your friends might have other people that are similar into the stuff that you're into, so you can have them invite them too. So like that's also a great way of building, like, having trustworthy people in there, is just having people that that know other people that they can trust. So it's not like it's a complete stranger. Then you have that mitigator there in between. But like, it's like, all right, so after you find those people that you want to hang out with, it's like, all right, what do you guys do? So you kind of want to start like just do normal things with them, or just like go to the range, run some drills. At this point, you may have to either, like, if you met them online, from experience, like I try to keep it within an hour of where I live. So, and then if it's within an hour, like I'll go, like if we decide to go to their range, I'll drive out there, to meet them for the first time, and we'll go shoot for a few hours or something, and then we'll go from there, like kind of feel each other out, and that's kind of like the stepping stone is, so like when you're trying to build these people, just find a common interest. And usually if you're already in one of these groups, like a prepper community, anything like that, like you all got this common interest of preparing, or like guns, or like shooting gear or something. And then you also got and then you can try to like find out their politics a little later on, or their religious beliefs, because like if you guys got different religious beliefs, it's going to cause problems later down in the future, especially if you're trying to trust these people. Especially if you're trying to be a prepared person, you want to be able to trust these people with your lives or something, or know they're not going to snitch you out. So, having strong religious, political, and ideological beliefs that are similar with each other definitely matter. So, but take your time getting to know those. A lot of people aren't open right off the bat, and kind of shouldn't be open right off the bat, because you can really like turn a lot of people off, and kind of scare people away if you reveal that true power level and like what you exactly think. You gotta really kind of like slowly bring it in there. So like eventually, and then also it's skills, like what are you looking for in other people? Do they bring new skills to your group? Like do they are they like a comms person? Like do they have experience with comms from like past jobs, or military experience, stuff like that? And like what they do for a living too, because that can also translate. It's like, are they like a skilled laborer or something like that? Are they a plumber, construction worker, a mason, electrician, like all the stuff you can use, especially in a prepping community, or just within all that, and that kind of gives you like a foundation to build off of with these people. The next, it's like activities, like what do you guys want to do? So like I said earlier, it's like I start out with usually going to the range and go from there. And if it goes well at the range, like if they seem like they're pretty cool, just off guns and stuff, and they don't give me any red flags, usually it kind of turns into a second, like a meetup thing, like a date. Like I said, you're dating these people, so you go do something else, maybe another range day. But this time, after the second range day, you guys go out to like eat after or something like that. You guys go get a beer, have a drink together, and then you go home. Which is always great. I kind of recommend doing that. It's pretty good. And then you kind of just build plans later on. If you feel like it, you're gonna have like, maybe they'll invite you out to like a barbecue. You meet their families, they meet yours. Get to know you like your girlfriend, your wife, or something, and you can connect with that way. Like for me at least, is like with what I'm kind of doing is I like to do like kind of like sucky things with the guys that I meet. So like, because from me being in the military and developing bonds with people, some of the strongest bonds I've made with people are from doing shitty things, and things that we don't want to do, and bonding off those things. So if people are willing to suck a little bit with you, they definitely builds trust within you and them. So I like to go like hiking or backpacking, do these overnight backpacking trips, or a few day backpacking trips out on like parks or mountains or whatever. And usually like it kind of weeds out people like on how like serious they are into the thing, because it's like when it kind of requires them to go get out of their comfort zone, where they're not going home at the end of the day to their comfortable bed or the family or whatever, or they're not, eating those nice meals that they have at home or watching TVs. It kind of like makes them shy away from like what you guys are kind of like trying to do. So like you find the more serious people, like when I like invite them out to go on backpacking trips, a lot of people tend to like, oh, I would like to, but it's not my thing, or I don't like sleeping out in the woods or something. Like they come up with an excuse not to do it, so you can kind of see how serious they are. And then like just doing cookouts, getting to know their family, make sure they do what they say they're doing, make sure they're not lying to you. And then like how long should you get to know these people? Probably do it for a little while before like really starting to like trust people. You're not eventually, like, you're gonna run into people that like they won't give you anything, but it's also because you're not giving them anything too. So it's kind of like it's like a trade. So you give them a little bit, they give you a little bit, and it's kind of how you're gonna build your trust. Because you want to make sure you're never kind of like incriminating yourself or anything with anyone. So just take your time. It takes a while to really get to know people. Like there's certain guys that I go hang out with, and we've been doing this for like over a year, and I still feel at least like the trust isn't fully there, but I know they're cool. But they're also like not like what I'm looking for. Like they don't like to go out and backpack, but they're great gun guys, and like we go to the range and stuff together, and they go to classes, and I learn some stuff from them. And that's another thing. It's like meeting new people can help broaden your skill base and your knowledge. Like just meeting people that go to classes or have different backgrounds, they bring new knowledge that they can make you aware of and teach you, and it kind of builds your skill sets to help your group, which is also great. Even if they're not even like fully part of your group, or it's like the only connection between your group and them is just you, and then also that is building onto your group is meeting new people, and then taking your group and their group and then introducing them slowly at a time, and you get to really build a lot of trust that way. But yeah, that's gonna conclude finding your tribe. So just remember, you gotta put yourself out there a little bit. You gotta take that a little bit. It's a risk versus reward. You can't sit in the basement. You can't just isolate yourself, because if shit hits the fan, you're not gonna be able to survive by yourself, and you're gonna need that community. Get to know your neighbors, make friends with them. Even if it's like if you got a spouse or something, have spouses. Make friends with your neighbors, and like if they got kids, like kids play with each other. At least you got that little basis, so they know you're cool and everything. But yeah, guys, have a great day. Bye.